YouTube was good. It's your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. I'm back with another video. Please come in and thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time that I go live or I do uploads. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. Shout out to my returning subscribers. So yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. Let's go. So Spotify had a new artist event last night and Ice Spice performed. She performed her song, Thank You to Issue a Fart. She did that. I seen that performance online. It was, typical Ice Spice. But she also spoke on Nicki Minaj. So listen, I want y'all to check this out. She always giving it up for Nicki no matter what's going on.
What would you say is an album or song that changed your life? You remember hearing it and everything shifted?
Pink Friday. People know this. Yes, Pink Friday does.
Y'all personally know that on this channel, I told you that I felt like it was something going on between Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj ever since the Barbie collaboration and Ice Spice went on tour with Doja. I told you I felt like Nicki felt as though that she felt used. But Ice Spice has been, showing action that she does still fuck with Nicki, especially through this whole Megan Thee Stallion situation. And then you obviously heard, I don't know if you heard it, so I can't say obviously, but you heard Nicki talking about that somebody's trying to sabotage her tour and tell people that they couldn't tour with her. I'm telling y'all be thinking that I'm way off. I know what I'm talking about. So something happened, but I'm happy that Ice Spice still support and hold Nicki down. So while we talking about Nicki Minaj Bigfoot, her response to Megan Thee Stallion's Hiss has sold over 100,000 units in the United States. So that's within, 7 days, because 7 days technically would be Monday, being that the record came out on a Monday. So listen, let me know if you still streaming and supporting Bigfoot. Bigfoot was more of a moment thing for me. I appreciate it and all of that, but I'm respectfully back on the Pink Friday 2 era. That's just my scope on it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like last week a lot of clout was given out, and that's why a lot of people rejoicing this week. So anyway, shout out to Nicki. So Megan Thee Stallion last night, she was on Station Head, and, many people, I heard the audio when she was just she's talking about her record Hiss, and she said that if it goes #1, she gonna put a straw back in the Hennessy. It seemed like it was a direct response to Nicki Minaj Bigfoot. I don't know if Megan has digested that in full yet, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she listened to it, but she had to. Everybody's talking about it, you know what I'm saying? So she said she was gonna put a straw back in the Hennessy and all that, and then she also said, don't make me call Roc Nation or some shit like that. Like, she basically knows what's going on. She know what type of team she on. I told y'all before that Jay-Z and Beyonce are equivalent to Megan Thee Stallion's godparents. They looking out for her, and I personally believe that Megan Thee Stallion is associated with Roc Nation just because she's from Houston. Beyonce strikes me as the type of person to be like, oh, she from Houston, Jay, take care of her, snatch her up. Anyway, Megan Thee Stallion announced today that she has some sort of deal with Warner Music Group. Check this out. So Megan took to Twitter and said, "Thank you, God. Hotties. History was made today. I signed a distribution deal with my new family, Warner Music, where I maintain my independence as an artist and own my masters in publishing. This is the first deal of its kind. I hope artists that are still on the come up, or even artists who are established, never get discouraged by all the obstacles that come in this industry. Even with all the odds stacked against me, I fought for myself. The hotties fought for me, and Roc Nation fought for me. I'm forever grateful. Let's really keep running it up, hotties. Shout out to my mom, Holly, for guiding her through it. Hot Girl Productions." I know a lot of people see this and they think oh, this is such a huge egg on the face moment for Nicki Minaj. First thing first, I want to say congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion. You know that I say this all the time. Megan, I don't dislike Megan on the level of disliking Cardi B. I just seen some things that she's done and the way that she's acted, which a lot of people in the general public choose to not look at because she's a black girl and they happy for her because she went to college and all of that. That's cool. I'm not mad at her for getting a deal or anything like that, but I just don't like the way that she moved, and she did treat Nicki fucked up. But a lot of the people who don't like Nicki, they don't see that and they don't want to see it. People are rejoicing and they feel like this is such a huge show up to Nicki. First and foremost, everything has nuance. I don't think that this means that she owns her masters prior. I don't think that it means that. Maybe going forward. And also, this doesn't feel like 100% independent deal. Do y'all know how independent artists really have to be on the grind and grinding? They don't really have a distributor like that. They do everything independently. She has Roc Nation, which is a huge driving force. This is not an independent deal like that. I personally don't think that it is. But anyway, nonetheless, congratulations to her. But this could never really be a dig at Nicki Minaj. Do y'all know what type of record deal Nicki Minaj has? She keeps all of her touring. She keeps all of her what is it, the merchandise. And Nicki has a good deal herself. So for the people thinking like, oh, you showed, of course Nicki is on a major label, but if you're on Warner Music, you don't think that they get a cut out of that? Do you really think that Megan can release music and keep all of it? Does that even sound right? Do you know what business is? So that means that even if we distribute your music, we still keep a portion of it. Like, do yourself the justice and look up what a distribution deal entails, and realize that you don't know what you're talking about. If they're distributing music for an artist, believe me, baby, as a conglomerate or a huge company like Warner Music, they getting money off of that. Now, all the blogs is posting it, the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, all of the blogs is posting it. And, people in the comments, saying that like, oh, Nicki done said this and that. And now look at Meg, look at this. Listen, independence, that takes a lot of money and it takes a lot of focus. Again, congratulations to Megan, but this is not no independent deal at all. If you know what an independent deal truly is, and this is not it, they trying to make her look like it's something more than pretentious. Just to be completely honest with you, y'all know that, I'm saying I'm from the 80s, 90s. Distribution deals are not new. A distribution deal is when the label, which would be Hot Girl Productions, pays a distribution company to get your music to Spotify, Apple Music, and stores. Megan Thee Stallion don't sell a lot of physical copies, and back in the day, the purpose of a distribution deal was to make independent artists more visible and put them in places where they can't get in. But to me, as a person who uploads music, all I need right now is DistroKid to upload music to get it out there. I mean, I feel like this is why I'm saying like this deal with Warner Music, it's gonna cost money. They are gonna take a portion of her money, so it's not truly independent. And then also, that Roc Nation, they standing behind her. That they getting the crumb off the wafer. They probably getting more than a crumb. So yeah, everything is not as they appear. They just make it sound good. I believe personally that all of this was calculated and ready to go this week once that disc record was released. That's what I personally feel. Y'all already know, man, we reached the end of the video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you made it this far. Thumbs up the video, all of that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Ice Spice for always showing Nicki love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she moves genuinely, regardless of what happened with that tour situation with Doja and, behind the scenes with G. Roberson and all of that. I feel like Ice Spice is genuine. Megan Thee Stallion, she definitely switched up. People don't see that, though, and they like to just reduce it to Nicki is mad because she did a collaboration with Cardi. It's deeper than that. But if you don't like Nicki, nobody can't make you see no different. Listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. I appreciate all the y'all. Leave y'all comments below. Shout out to my new subscribers, returning subscribers, all of that. Listen, I'm out of here. Peace.
Mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click, click.